Hey, you over there! Yes, you! Do you like posing? But don't you just hate it when you don't have any inspiration for a pose? But wait, no need to despair. Figure posing has the perfect solution for you. That's right. Just head over to our super secret search engine and type in the name of the character you want to pose, and our special app will give you tons of inspiration to pose your figure. Buy our secret app today for only $9.99.99 and you will always have great ideas to pose your figures. Or you can just join our posing group at 6 Skill Poses on Facebook. Let's start posing. Hi everyone, welcome back to Figure Posing. The clip in this intro was literally me. After my previous Aquaman poses, I still wanted to do some more posing, but I didn't know which poses to do. I had pretty much done every pose that I wanted to do, but I liked playing with the Aquaman hot toy so much that I went looking on Google to find more poses. And then I thought that might make great content for a video. And I'll be naming this type of content Google Search Challenge Posing Sessions. Which means I'll just type in the name of the figure I'm going to pose in the Google search engine. I'll select some of the non-figure images like content art or movie still images, and then I'll just try to recreate those poses with an actual 1/6 figure. Sometimes I won't be able to get there, sometimes I will, we'll just see. As for the Aquaman images, this is what Google search engine came up with. We have a movie poster pose, under waterfall, movie poster pose again, this is comic pose, movie poster, not this one, this is sideshow maquette, this is movie poster, comic book poster again, and the Prime 1 Studio statue, which is always great inspiration. So this first pose seemed pretty manageable, except for the hair of course. It's an underwater pose I suppose, so you can basically position the arms and legs any way you want to. It's a bit tricky to pose the head because you turn it a bit, but to do that you'll need to lift the hair first or else it'll block the movement. But the sculpted hair is just a thin layer of plastic, so it's not too hard to do. So this next image is not only a movie poster, it's also the moment right after he presented himself to Mera and the Queen as having conquered the trident, which basically meant he was going to be king. Again, this pose is pretty manageable, but take note of the left hand, which is a half-open fist, so I chose to use the half-open fist here as well, and not the closed fist, which in my opinion would have looked a bit better, but still. Next up was the Aquaman comic book cover. I really didn't know what they're trying to depict in this picture, but seeing as it's a challenge, I just tried to do it anyway. And I think it's pretty doable. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's mainly me not getting what they're trying to do in the pose. Now this next pose looked like the swimming version of the pose we did in the earlier video, but what's interesting about this image is that it seems like a drawing of a Jason Momoa representation of Aquaman. Well anyway, this is how the pose came out. Look at how that yellow, green and orange pops. So this is where it became more challenging. See, those elbows are bending more than 90 degrees, and that will be a problem on our figure, as you can see. For this pose to really work, the figure should have had a double jointed elbow, but I guess that would damage the suit a bit too much. So then came another comic book pose, and I didn't really see any problems in doing this one. There were no excessive bends, and the head is pretty straight, so this would be manageable again. Now this seemed like a problematic yet iconic pose to do. This is the pose when he tells his brother to yield after the final battle. So as you can see, I didn't manage to get this one right. The left elbow should have been a double jointed one to manage it, and I should have had Aquaman leaning more forward. I don't know, I might have been able to push him a bit more. But as you can see, with this kind of lean, I couldn't even get the foot flat on the floor anymore. To be fair, if you're just doing photos, you might cheat it a little bit, as you can see in the next picture. So I kinda failed on this one. Next up, we have the sideshow maquette of Aquaman. Again, you can already see that the arms, especially the elbows, will be a problem. Looking at it now, I see that I've neglected the front foot. I should have had it flat on the floor. But other than that, the pose looked pretty okay. Don't get me wrong, I still failed miserably on the pose, because in the original image the trident is straight down. But I really wasn't able to get it vertical, because not only of the elbows, but also because I don't have a butterfly joint in the left shoulder. Now for the last image we have the Prime 1 Studio statue. I don't know about you guys, but I always think the Prime 1 Studio does an amazing job on poses on the statues. They always look incredible. Having said that, this statue is a bit of a letdown for me. I think it's held back by the head sculpt, because the pose is still great. So this is how the pose came out. His right hand seems a bit dodgy, but it's because it's a very tight fist and the trident needed to be angled straight forward. And I needed a way to get the trident to seemingly float. So I found a neat little trick to create the illusion of a floating trident, which is by resting the hilt of the trident on his hair. So I think apart from the angle, I kinda passed this one. So this was my last image of my first Google search challenge. I hope you really liked this video. Please go down to the comments and let me know which pose you think I hit and which pose you think I totally missed. Because I sure as hell failed a couple. But that's the fun part of this challenge, I think. And please let me know if you'd like to see me do more of these. Well, that's it, so thanks for watching. And as always, if you're done watching this video and you're ready for some actual posing talent, you can always come to our Facebook group 6 Skill Poses. Or look at other great YouTube posers like Webb's amazing web channel, Peter Ton's Posing with Peter channel, and Terry Smith's How to Be a Poser. Links are in the description below. Lastly, remember, never pose beyond your own comfort zone, but keep posing everyone.